25 years in the making finally going to trial. Both the prosecution and the defense say this is one of the biggest cases they have ever been a part of. The murder of Jackie Johns in 1985. KY3's Sarah Forrest joins us. And Sarah, I know that many people across the Ozarks have really watched this play out for years.
Yeah, they sure have, Marie. 20 years old. That's how old Jackie Johns was when she was murdered. And 25 years later, this thing is finally set for trial, and now it is closer than ever before. On Monday, the jury will be seated. Then on Tuesday, the legal teams will make their opening arguments. Both sides are expected to call a host of witnesses, but say it is certainly challenging after 25 years. Some have died, some have forgotten, and some are just nowhere to be found anymore. It wasn't until 2007 that the state finally got a murder charge against Gerald Carnahan. Up until that point, no one had been charged with the actual murder. It was then that DNA evidence linked him to the crime, but the defense is quick to point out that it is certainly no sure bet.
They have less than 1 nanogram of a gram. So they have 1 nanogram. That's 1/1,000,000th of 1 gram. Okay? So a pink sugar that you see, the diet sugar, that's 1 gram. We're talking about 1/1,000,000th of that package, and less than that, actually.
The state, of course, says DNA is DNA, and it's a huge plus for them come next week.
The evolution of DNA has been critical, and that's about all I can say on that issue at this point. But that clearly has made a difference from 1985.
And Marie, both sides admit that there are imperfections in this case, but they say that there are imperfections in any case. Prosecutor Moore says that he has had one other case that was 20-plus years old, and they did get a conviction in that. But, of course, Dee Wampler points out that he's also had some long-time cases, maybe not 25 years old, that he has been victorious in. So it will be very interesting to see how this thing plays out, and KY3 will be there to cover it.
And Sarah, I know the death penalty for this case was taken off the table a while ago.
Yeah, it was taken off a few years back because Les Johns, Jackie Johns' dad, is just in poor health, and he really wants to see this thing through. And if you add the death penalty, it certainly adds a lot of time to the court process. He said today that he's not suffering at all. He's just getting old, and he is ready to see this thing put to rest. So he will certainly be watching from his home in Nixa because he can't travel there.
Right.